GearBest sent me a flashlight to do a review on a company I've never heard before. And the company is called On the Road. Kind of weird name, but I checked them out and they have been around for a while, but not too much of anything in the United States. Now, this flashlight that was sent to me is called the M3. And of course, you're looking at it, it does look like a little Olight S1 knockoff. And I do have Olight. They are pretty darn close to the same. In actuality, what I'll probably do is take this S1R baton and we're going to do a little bit of a comparison just to show you about it. But we'll talk about that later. Now, as far as components this light comes with, and by the way, this is under a $30 flashlight, so right off the bat, that's pretty good. Back to the components, of course, lanyard, spare O-rings, like you know what? I've got so many flashlights and so many O-rings, and I've never once have used the spare O-ring. Just a quick reminder to any flashlight companies that are perchance watching this, I could be wrong, but I wouldn't even bother throwing that stuff in there. Maybe a tail clicky or something, but yeah, you never know. But anyhow, it comes with a nice felt baggie, and not sure why that, but maybe for the sake of throwing it in a glove box or in a drawer or something like that to keep it from getting damaged. Pretty nice charger to charge what is called the 16340 battery. Now, this is the only 16340 battery I've ever had. And here's a CR123 from the Olight flashlight. And it might be maybe a millimeter taller. Actually, it's almost the same size. Output on them are roughly the same. They're both 3.7 volts. This one does say it's running up to 700 milliamps, and I tend to believe it's fairly close. This thing is wicked. But it does come with this, and this is On the Road battery, branded. So I don't know what the difference is between the CR123s and the 16340s, but it does say you can use both. I know I've read up and some people say don't do it. As far as I can see, there's absolutely no difference. Now, as I stated, it comes with that battery. As far as build quality on this light, it's actually quite well. Even clip set up like the Olight, where you can put it on a bill of a hat and use it as a headband light per se. Very high quality flashlight from what I've seen. I've had it for 3 weeks and I've taken it to work and used it on a regular basis, so yes, I have kind of put it through a test. It hasn't failed me at all. Now, size wise, as you can see there, very small EDC or everyday carry flashlight, and it does have the, you know what, dummy me, stainless steel, it's not magnetic. We'll use some camp fuel. That's a piece of shit. 10. How about a cast iron pot? Pan. There you go. It does have the magnetic base, and it is actually quite strong, so that's a bonus. And this thing is rated up to 920 lumens, which we'll find out and see. And it does have 5 modes plus hidden mode. Now, one super good feature on this thing, and I can't stress enough with these flashlights that I get in and test out, is the lowest mode is called ultra low. Well, guess what? It's 10 lumens. Not a half a lumen, not 0.3, it's 10. And to me, that is awesome. Basically, you long press the switch a couple seconds and it turns on. Now, that's doesn't have a lockout mode, but that works quite well. I've never had it come on in my pocket. But that is the lowest mode. To me, that's a usable low mode, 10 lumens. That gets the job done. And you seem to use that a lot in the dark, say up in your bedroom, anything to do in a house at night. This is just ideal. And that'll run for 70 hours on that mode. You work your way up to, of course, turbo. That's low. That's medium. That's high. And then you double press for turbo. And there's 900 lumens coming right at you. But that'll stay running, I think, for about 45 seconds, and it'll kick back down to high. This does get quite hot on turbo mode, and even on high it gets quite hot, but I think high was something like 500 or 600 lumens, but it gets the job done. Long press to shut it back off. Now, if you hit it 3 times, you got strobe, which nobody ever uses, but then you hit it again. This is the setting that I like. Basically, it's not distress, but it just shows you're there. Look at that puppy. And that'll sit there and run forever like that. Now picture that stuck on the back of your car or on something out camping and that, and this going off. Somebody's going to see that. That is just a wicked feature. Only one other light that I've done a review on has that feature, and that's the new Nightcore MH27's got the same feature. But this one here, you can stick it on a magnetic base, and as a warning, say if your car's broke down, having that pumping out the back or the front, you're going to get noticed. And then you got your, of course, SOS mode. Long press, get out of it. It does have a memory mode, so let's go to turbo and see if we shut it off, if that'll come back on. I don't think it will. No, it goes to low. So anyways, let's try going to, instead of ultra low, low. Shut it off. Okay, it's got memory through the regular modes and non-turbo, which is cool in itself. This is an IPX8 waterproof, meaning down to 2 meters for 30 minutes in water. It does have circuitry in it for reverse polarity in case you stuck the battery in backwards, and it does have circuitry for over temp to cut the power down so you don't burn the damn thing up. Overall, for under 30 bucks, pretty good deal. Now we're going to go out and do some good beam shots and reviews, and I am going to throw in the Olight S1R. Right away when I got this, of course, I consider that a, look at them, they're in love. No, they're really in love. Considered this a knockoff of the Olight. As you can see there, might as well get it up here and do it, because I'm sure someone will be curious. But it is bigger than the Olight. Olight is smaller. Smaller in diameter. The head on the Olight is actually smaller. Now we're going to find out outside if this on the road can hold up to the Olight. There's 900 lumens out of this little puppy. Now this is supposedly, see now that already cut down. Did you see that? Cut back down. This has a tighter throw. It's hard to see in here, so we're not even going to bother with it. We'll see how well it holds up for a comparison to the Olight for shining. So what do you say we get outside and hit it up and see how it looks for shining? All right, we're going to start out some fairly close shooting versus far away with these small EDC lights. But this is that on the road. What you're looking at is some trees 20 meters out. In that back there, you're looking up to 60 meters. This is that little light on turbo mode. Pretty awesome. And here's the little Olight S1R. Notice the difference. That's got the cooler light than on the road light. That thing just punches out there. Of course, that's 900 full lumens. That doesn't last that long. That's going to drop off rather sudden here. And there's the on the road. Actually, that thing punches out. It's just a more, I would say, a usable light versus the cool white. It's a neutral white. It gives out some pretty awesome light output. And I've noticed the run time's better on this at this output. Now we're going to move down to some trees that are out in the field. This is on the road on turbo. That's 62 meters out right there. Lighting that tree up pretty good. There's the Olight S1R. 62 meters. On the road, Olight. And now 92 meters out, and then them trees behind there are 140 meters away. Thing is still rocketing out. There's the Olight, same thing. This little one's a cannon. There it went. It just dropped down now. I've already lost my battery power on it. Now look at the on the road. I'm telling you, this thing maintains this high power compared to that Olight. Just keeps right on going. Gets a little hot though, but there's the Olight again, up on high. It'll drop down on me. There it went, drop down on the road. Kind of like this neutral light versus cool. All the lights I get are always real high Kelvin or like a bluish tint. This has got that nice yellow tint. What I'm going to do real quick is walk down the road and turn this on that beacon so you can get an idea. Pretty neat if you had a car broke down or something, you needed that. Well, it's cold out. Beam shots on this, pretty good. This thing maintains itself on high mode like that, turbo. That hillside up there's over 200 yards out, 180. Huh? I'm good, I'm about done.
Okay.
Not too bad, not too bad at all. All right, there you are, on the Road M3. Actually got some pretty damn decent light output for that thing, and it seems to do what it says it is. Build quality, like I said, so far three, maybe a little more weeks of using it every day, having it in my pocket and using it quite a bit at work. I've never had the battery run dead, so kind of impressed with that, and that seems to be one of the problems with any of the CR123 battery flashlights. As I said, check out that link below through GearBest. As far as I know, they're the only ones that carry this light, but I'd say it's a fairly high quality flashlight. There you go, on the Road M3. Check it out.